Hey guys, this is Joshua, and if you remember the Iron Man video, I said I would be putting out something as soon as I finish the Iron Man video, and here it is: the Transformers Titans Returns Deluxe Class, Twinferno, and daburo. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is an old toy from 2016. If to show you that he's been through play, I lost both the wings and both the guns. I don't know how, but I can't find them. But at least I still have the rest of the figure, its other components, and the headmaster itself. So, let's get into how he looks. He looks pretty good. I mean, he's a typical deluxe class Transformer, but at least he's better as to what we're getting now with the Cyberverse line. Which I'm honestly glad that we have things like the Studio series and the War for Cybertron Earth series so that we can get, good toys like this again. I'm still after this pandemic ends. I'm still gonna be waiting for the new Transformers, I guess anime. I'm assuming coming to Netflix. The toys for that line are pretty expensive, like the ones based on the actual show, and the ones that aren't based on the actual show but are still in the toy line, pretty good. They're like upgraded G1 versions of the Autobots, and the Decepticons. And the Studio series tends to make very screen accurate versions of their movie counterparts. But enough about that. Here he is. He's pretty good looking. Nice amount of detail. Not as good as the Iron Man figure, but I didn't expect something that good. If you can see in the corner, he's actually picking out right there. Yeah. It's a nice contrast of white and gray with some aspects of black and silver. Head sculpt. Okay, so just take off the head. Head sculpt, pretty good. I mean, on camera, you can't really see it that well. See, there's a plain white head, and with the blue visor. You could barely see the mouth on camera. Nice Autobot symbol there, right here. Some red stripes, some yellow on his crotch, basically. Some silver knee pads, and dragon heads, but I'll get to that when we transform him. So yeah, not too bad. Pretty good figure, honestly. He's actually has one of the cleanest backs on a Transformer ever. Not counting these hands. But articulation wise, if we had the wings, we would have had them flap. The head is on a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. You can go in and out. Bicep swivel. Bend at the elbow. Wrist pivot. Yeah, because of how he transforms. Crotch moves up and down. Fortunately, no waist swivel. Legs can go forward. They can go back. Wrist swivel. Bend at the knee. Swivel here. And a lot of ankle movement. And yeah, he could spread a lot. But yeah, he's actually has a lot. He's pretty good when it comes to posability. Only downside, no waist. But I mean, I would forgive it. But you could see you have space for a waist swivel. So yeah, I wish I had included that. But other than that, articulation is pretty good. You get some decent poses. Now, before we transform him, let's get into the size comparisons. Just want to mention something. When I review Transformers, I'm going to review them as they come out of the package. So, if they come out of the package of vehicle mode, I'll start from vehicle and go to robot. If they come out of the package of robot mode, I'll go from robot to vehicle. Here he is with our good friend, the Unknown War Machine. Here he is with the Death Trooper. Here he is with Iron Man. And here he is with the truck thingy. Yeah, look at that size difference. So yeah, he's the shortest for now. So we get into this guy. But yeah, pretty good. So move everybody out of here. We have a big catastrophe with these figures up in the background. So yeah, pretty good. And now we could, okay, before we do that, let's get into this guy. Before we get into transformation. Here is daburo. He transforms in one step. If I could get a good look on him. Nice mechanical detail. You can kind of see a monocle there. He has a ball jointed head. His arms can go up and down. And his legs are like, I don't know what kind of move that is. So now we can get into his transformation. So what you want to do first is try and untab these tabs from the slot in there. Do that on both sides. Bring them all the way in front of the chest, and then what you want to do is turn the dragon heads so that these horns are facing up towards the silver pin. Then you want to do is pull the arms back so that the claws are facing out the same way as the head, and then you want to make sure that these heads are lined up so that these tabs, not these tabs, these tabs can fit in there. So, gonna plug it in there. Fortunately, the wings, and now he basically looks like, okay, you know what? This is actually kind of funny. Imagine if he looked like this. Maybe that would make the size comparison a little more fair. So before we get into it, there's two options for your headmaster. If you want, you can shove him in here. I'll demonstrate it. There's a tab on the back of his foot that will plug in to the inside of this guy's belly and then close up. You can do that. I personally don't like that. I like him sitting on top, so we'll take him out. Close this up. Yeah, like I said, the wings, thankfully they don't compromise anything of the transformation. So, basically it's like he's like a two-headed T-Rex, basically. If he had the wings, then he would be a proper dragon. So the legs, they're in no situation on their own. So you want to flip up his crotch, so like he's basically naked. You want to flip up these tail pieces, so then you could untab these gray parts. Then you want to fold the leg in all the way. Two black, if you could see the black tabs and the black slots will basically plug in. Yeah. And then you want to close the tail in. Now you want to make sure that the legs are folding down so that the silver parts face the ground. And then you want to flip out his legs, which are nicely textured. Like, very nicely textured to make it look like a real dragon. And then, okay, this is where it kind of gets weird. You see these, like, little gray nubs at the end here. And they want to slide in to here. It's very loose on my copy. I probably have, like, a defective toy, or maybe I played with it too much. But, yeah. And with that, there we have the completed dragon mode. Or as I call it, the two-headed T-Rex, because look at that. And then you want to take this guy, and there's two holes on twinferno, and there's two holes on the bottom of this guy's feet. So, and then you just plug him in there. And bam. There he is. Probably the most blockiest animal I've ever seen. Yes, I know he's got like these massive curves in there because of his transformation, but he looks like a giant block with some extra parts to him. He looks pretty good. Belly, it's pretty plain, but that has to be expected. The legs are very nicely textured, and he's very hard to stand up because of how his legs. You got to position his legs just right. And yeah, pretty good overall. His head's nice white and gray contrast with the red eyes. He's an Autobot, so do not mistake it for a Decepticon. But the spikes here. And as for articulation, the claws can open up. They could go, the jaw can go open up. They can bend like this. They can swivel. Basically do most of the stuff they did in robot mode. The arms are on a ball joint, so they can do whatever. The legs can go full 360. They could bend, and they have a foot pivot. So yeah, that's it. Pretty good. Just for the sake of everything, and because the other figures don't transform, here he is with our good friend, the truck. So yeah, he stacks up fairly well with his other Transformer. So yeah, pretty good figure overall. If you could find him, I would highly recommend picking him up. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, comment what you think of this guy, and subscribe for more Transformer stuff, Star Wars stuff, Marvel, Legos, movie reviews, and even more extra stuff that I'll do. If you like that, stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.